Speedbird 851, turn right heading 180. Order 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
Hey all, welcome back to another video here on the channel. I hope you all are doing well. Lufthansa, besides having an extremely interesting history, also has currently one of the best fleets flying. The variety of aircraft that they fly means that spotting a Lufthansa aircraft or even going to an airport in Germany is never boring. I therefore thought that they would be the best next carrier to focus on in my fleet of series. Lufthansa operate, for starters, mostly Airbus aircraft, but do have plans to eventually change that with more variety on the manufacturer side of things creeping in. The airline flies a wide range of narrow-body and also wide-body aircraft, and is one of the few airlines today that flies the Boeing 747-8 and also the A380. We'll get onto the specifics though later in the video. We begin with the narrow-body, as always with a focus on their numerous Airbus aircraft. Lufthansa now in 2019 does not operate the Boeing 737 or the Boeing 737 MAX, but according to new reports, they are interested in taking the type on board. While it makes sense to order more A320neos as they already fly the type, it certainly wouldn't be a shock if they continued with their rich variety of types and went for the MAX. However, back to the actual flying fleet, which is the focus of course. The airline operates a handful of aircraft in the A320 family. This includes the A319 and A320, with a combined total of over 100 in service today. They also fly the longer A321-100 and also A321-200, with just over 60 flying. However, all three types, as I've just mentioned, are welcoming in a replacement/new version, with Lufthansa having ordered A320neo and over 100 of them, and also the A321neo, with delivery starting very soon at the time of recording. Moving up, the airline flies the Airbus A330-300, but will see a few transferred to other European carriers in the coming months/years. The Lufthansa Group, as you may be aware, just in recent weeks announced a new order for the Boeing 787 series. It is though unclear just how many Boeing 787s will actually be going to Lufthansa. While we can assume the type will be headed to the airline, some of the renderings also teased the 787s heading to other Lufthansa Group members, like that of Swiss and Austrian. The 787s though are set to replace the A340-300. Just like the other aircraft, Lufthansa operates a number of four-engine jets, including two variants of the A340, the -300 and the -600. They still fly a healthy amount of them. However, the type is going to be phased out as the A350s continue to be delivered and also the eventual Boeing 787s. With that, it's time to move on to the final two Airbus aircraft that are flying with the airline in 2019. That's the new A350-900, of which we'll see it be delivered until 2027, and finally the Airbus A380. However, the Airbus A380, while expected to fly for a while longer, is actually seeing 6 of the total 14 be removed in 2023. It means that the 747-8s will actually likely fly longer than the A380s at this stage. Seeming I just mentioned the 747, why not move on to the Boeing 747, also known as the Queen of the Skies. Lufthansa currently flies both types of the 747, with the 747-400 and the 747-8 flying, but they do have plans to say goodbye to all remaining 13 747-400s by 2025, a time which will leave Lufthansa as actually one of the final carriers flying the -400s as passenger jets. As I mentioned, they also fly the 747-8, and they are today the largest operator of the type, with very few made as it is. Lufthansa's exciting future continues with the 777-9, with 20 orders for the type. The aircraft will be delivered next year, and as it stands, will replace the 747-400 and also the 6 Airbus A380s. Lufthansa is set to be the launch customer of not just the 777-9, but more widely, the 777X series. That is the fleet of Lufthansa. Not only is it just full of variety, but it also includes a lot of next-generation aircraft that'll fly for decades to come, keeping Lufthansa as one of the leading European airlines. If you have any thoughts on the airline's fleet, or maybe want to see a particular aircraft join up with them in the future, please don't hesitate to let me know down in the comment section below. As always, thanks very much for watching another one of my videos.
Erase all of these broken dreams in flight, and we'll fly.